Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today I'm going to do a video about choices in Irish bowing, and we're going to use the tune Joe Bane's Polka. So that's what the tune sounds like. If you are a relative beginner, then it's difficult to know how you're going to bow this. So the first thing to try is all separate bows. And this won't be a great success, but it will teach you something. So let's try the whole thing at a pretty slow tempo and no slurs. Now, it doesn't sound disastrous, but it isn't great, and it doesn't feel great. And part of the reason is that if you do all separate bows, then you can't predict where the next bar is going to start. So some bars are going to start on a down, and some bars are going to start on an up. And when you get a repeat of the first phrase, it might be on an up or it might be a down. This wouldn't be the case if there were 4 notes in every bar, but there aren't. Some of them have got 5 notes or more or less. So that's part of the reason why we might want to add some slurs to give a bit more predictability to the bars. So the first thing you might want to try in terms of actually thinking about the bowing is to make each bar start on a down and to find out whatever you need to do to make that happen. So in the first bar, for example, if you slur those 2 notes, the B and the A, then we're on a down for the next bar. Same again. Slur. And another slur. So we now have more predictability, and we can add, if we want, a strong beat at the beginning of each bar. And that strong beat is always going to come on a down, which makes it more easy to control. Second half. There we're slurring 3 notes. So that, I think, has improved it in that it now has some consistency, and if you're going to think about your accents, then it's easier to place those accents in a regular place. It'll help you to play a little bit faster, and it'll help you to give it some drive. Incidentally, there is a very strong tendency for violin or fiddle teachers to want to make everything start on a down, and that is good up to a level, but there's a lot of reasons why you want to start some things on an up, but we'll come to that shortly. Another thing that's going to help you to add both speed and pulse is by playing everything with 2 bows to the bar. So da 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 da. That's what we're going to try and do. So this pattern is going to help you a lot in developing speed, because your bow is just going to be going up and down, and you can think more about getting faster and keeping the melody going. You're not having to make a lot of decisions, and you're not having to memorize anything. You're not having to think about where the slurs are going to go, because everything is going to be on the up and down. Let's just try that more or less up to tempo. So you can give it quite a lot of drive, and you can either give an equal drive to the down and the up, or more to the down or more to the up. But it certainly helps, it makes the whole thing easier. Finally, we've got something which is more like what an experienced player might try and do, and that is to vary the thing all the way through. So I'm just going to go through an example of the kind of thing you might do and the kind of decisions that might lead you to that. So here we're not doing any slurs, but we are doing a 2 ups on the G and the E to give us to a down on the C. And then we're going to slur into the strong beat. This is the thing you often get in Irish polka bowing. And it kind of gives a whoosh or a drive into the beat. But we're not going to do it all the way through. And notice we're making a difference between... That would be a slur. Here we're actually stopping the bow. We're slurring here to give us a... Here we're going into a up bow at the start of the bar. So we're going to slur on the down bow. Why are we doing this? We're starting, I want to put a strong accent on the down of the third beat, which I always prefer to get the strong one on the down, so I'm doing 2 ups. And here I'm slurring 4 notes. Now I'm definitely not saying this is how it should be bowed, because quite apart from anything else, if I play this fast without looking at it, I will certainly play it bow it in a different way. And if you find 4 different experienced fiddle players, you will get 5 different ways of bowing it. But these are the kind of decisions which are made often quite unconsciously and absolutely on the fly. But it gives you variety, it gives you pulse, and it is driven by the individual phrases rather than trying to impose a pattern over the whole thing. So looking at these 4 versions, it really depends on what level you think your playing is at and what level you would like your playing to be at in a few weeks or months' time, as to which one you actually want to practice. But Separate bows is great for the very first time you play a tune. Adding slurs to get the down bows is the next step. Your third step is trying to find a simple and completely consistent bowing, and the fourth one, which may take years to do, is a pattern which is made up on the spot and takes it phrase by phrase. So I hope you found this vaguely useful and not too confusing. If you want to subscribe and send me an email, I can send you a copy of the 4 versions with the different bowings, which might be helpful. I'll play you out one more time where I will play at full tempo and I'll more or less ignore what I just said. Here we go.